Hey, what is up, Pokemoshpitbeta? This is Mizticall again, bringing you my third upload to this channel with a Pokemon Black and White Wi-Fi battle. And today it's a UU match, as you can see. Yeah, if you look at my team, it's just a very, very defensive team with Nidoking and Arcanine in there, just basically for power, and the rest of them are just very defensive, and they kind of stall and take hits and rely on entry hazards a lot. Yeah, that's all about to say about my team. You look at my opponent's team, he has a Xatu, which is going to be very, very annoying because it stops me from getting my entry hazards up, which, you know, is a problem because my team pretty much relies on entry hazards, but he doesn't have a Spinner, which is pretty good. He also has a Registeel, which is an extremely bulky Pokemon. I have used it before. He has Porygon Z, which, you know, could be Scarf, but his Heracross could also be Scarf, so at the moment I'm not entirely sure. He also has a Rotom Heat, which, you know, is kind of annoying. It could also be Scarf. There's a lot of potential stuff on his team. He also has a Honchkrow, which, you know, is pretty much guaranteed to run that set that Spade made famous, you know, with the Sar, Brave Bird, Roost, Sucker Punch kind of thing. Yeah, anyway, I guess I better get straight into the battle. So, I am just going to lead off with Nidoking, so I was pretty sure he was going to lead off with Registeel, and I just wanted to get a hard hit on him as soon as possible to try and maybe even OHKO him, just so he couldn't get his rocks up. So I do just go straight for the Earth Power. It does do quite a heavy chunk, but not quite enough to take out his Registeel, and that's very, very annoying. But it's alright because, you know, I can pretty much, it's a 2-hit KO, so that's alright. He's going to switch out. I kind of predicted the switch into Xatu, so I decided to change my move into the Fire Blast, you know, because obviously Earth Power can't hit a Xatu, and it does do just over half, and I am going to outspeed next turn and just go for an Ice Beam and take out the Xatu, so that's amazing because now I can set up my entry hazards freely, so, you know, that's very, very good. He's going to send in his Porygon Z, which is quite a threat. I'm pretty sure he's going to outspeed me, so I'm just going to switch into my Roserade, because I'm especially defensive, but he goes the Psychic, which is pretty scary because I don't really want to take another one of them, so I'm just going to switch out into my Porygon 2, because Porygon 2 can just take hits very, very well. And I do trace his adaptability, which is actually going to help. He goes for the Psychic again. It does absolutely nothing, and the fact that he goes for the Psychic again pretty much tells me he is choiced in some way, and I'm thinking Scarf because, you know, it did absolutely nothing to Porygon 2, and that Tri-Attack does do a lot, so he's going to be forced to switch, and he's going to go back into his Registeel, predicting another Tri-Attack. And that Registeel does take that extremely well. So yeah, I'm basically going to be forced to switch because I don't have any moves to hit this Registeel with. I'm just going to switch back into my Gligar, basically, so I can just get out my rocks freely and easily. And yeah, that's basically what I'm intending on doing. I do go for the Stealth Rocks right here. And he goes to the Silent Toss, just trying to wear me down. It doesn't do that much, obviously it only does 100, but yeah, I do have 334 HP, so it's a like 4-hit KO. Right here, I did make a bit of a misplay. I could have easily taken him out with an Earthquake here, but I decided to go for the Roost instead. I'm not entirely sure why I did that. I was kind of scared, I guess, that he would live another Earthquake and I would die for Southern Toss, but yeah. He does switch here, predicting another Earthquake, because he knows Registeel pretty much won't be able to take another one. And I obviously go for the Earthquake, and his Rotom obviously is immune to it because of Levitate and all that sort of stuff. So, you know, I'm going to be forced to switch because my only attacking move is Earthquake, and I'm going to switch into my Arcanine just to take a predicted Will-O-Wisp. And that is actually what he goes for right here. Yeah, he does actually go for that, and that's pretty good because, you know, yeah, so I'm just going to go for the Morning Sun just to get my HP back and just to kind of scout out what he's going to do. I'm pretty sure he's going to Volt Switch, but, you know, I just want to stay in just in case. And he does indeed go for the Volt Switch, and that's fine. It does, you know, a little bit. It does about a third, I'd say, but that's not too bad because, you know, I can hit stuff when I want to. He's going to send his Heracross, which I'm not really wanting to take on, so I'm just going to switch, and I'm going to go into my Suicune, because Suicune can take physical hits all day, and I'm pretty sure he's going to go for the Stone Edge or Earthquake or something. And he does go for the Earthquake, and it does absolutely nothing to Suicune, because, you know, Suicune is extremely bulky, and the set I run on this Suicune is obviously just the normal Crocoon set, because it's very, very annoying, and it's very, very hard to take down most of the time. He's going to send in his own Registeel, and I'm just going to keep set up Calm Minds and all that sort of stuff, just, you know, to start getting some good Scalds on things. And I'm just going to go for the Scald. It almost takes him down, and he's going to Thunder Wave me, which isn't actually too much of a threat. Well, it isn't really too much of a problem, just because I obviously run the rest. So yeah, I can get that off when I need to. And I'm going to take him down with another Scald, so that's very nice. And now he's just going to send in his Honchkrow, who's going to take a nice bit of damage from the rocks. and he's going to go for the sub obviously, and I'm just going to break it with Scald, and he's basically fishing for the power here just so he can set up a sub freely and just start attacking with either Sucker Punch or Brave Bird. He does go for another sub, and I do get paralysed there, so that's very unfortunate for me. And he does go for the Sucker Punch, and that Sucker Punch actually does a surprising amount. I thought it would do a lot less, and obviously I got the power again. So this turn I'm pretty sure he's going to roost, so I'm going to take this opportunity to go for the rest, you know, to get my paralysis off, and he does indeed go for the roost, and I do manage to get off the rest, so I do manage to get the paralysis off of me, and I managed to get all my HP back. He's now just going to start going for Brave Birds, and they start doing a hell of a lot to me, and yeah, they actually do a surprising amount. I obviously sleep talk and all that stuff, but because it's me, I'm not going to get the good moves, really. But at this point, he's actually taking a lot of damage from Recall and Life Orb and stuff, so next turn I can just go for the rest if he wants to roost up. So yeah, it's basically just going to be a long game until I can actually hit something. But he decides just to go for the Brave Bird because he knows that I'll just rest next turn if he decides to roost. So he does take me down, he hurts himself, and he gets the Moxie +1. Oh no, scary! Oh wait, no, he's going to kill himself off with Life Orb, so that's very good. And he's going to send in his Rotom, and I'm going to send in my Arcanine because obviously it was double down, so I just decided to go to Arcanine because he can hit a lot of his team. And yeah, I'm going to get the Intimidate off on him. I'm once again just going to go for the Morning Sun, obviously to get HP back like before, because I know I can live a Volt Switch from him if I need to. But he goes for the Overheat, which is really weird. I don't really understand why I did that, but yeah, it's fine. I'm just going to go for an E-Speed just so I can get a hit off on this thing, so yeah. And it does a lot, and that basically means he's almost going to die from rocks on net switch, so that's very nice indeed. And he does go for the Volt Switch. It does a chunk, but you know, not enough. And he's going to send in his Porygon Z, and I'm pretty sure because it's so frail I can take him out with a Adamant Life Orb E-Speed. So I do go for the String Speed, and it does indeed take out that Porygon Z, so that's very nice indeed. That is the power of an Arcanine right there, but then again it was a Porygon Z I suppose. And I decided to stay in here because I don't really need Arcanine that much anymore, so I can just go for another Extreme Speed on this Heracross, and it does actually do a respectable amount. And yeah, he's going to take me out with Stonehead, but yeah, that did quite a lot to that Heracross, so I can pretty much revenge kill it if I need to, which is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to send in Nidoking, because I know standard Heracross sets can't usually touch Nidokings at all. I know he's run the Earthquake, but even that probably won't take me out, just because Nidoking has some really weird bulk. It's pretty cool actually. Yeah, he's going to send in his Rotom, he's going to almost touch rocks, and I'm going to take him out with an Ice Beam. I only went for the Ice Beam because you know, it's just in case he switched Heracross back in, and it looks kind of cool as well. And he's going to send his Heracross in now. He's going to go for the Mega Horn, because it's the strongest move, and he's obviously not going to take me out, and I am going to be able to finish him off with an Ice Beam, and that is going to kill the Heracross, and that is going to be the end of the game. So yeah, that was a pretty good battle. I did quite enjoy that one. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Be sure to check out my channel, because I am considering starting a series which is basically going to be me laddering on PO to get to rank 250 in OU, and it's going to be a hell of a job, but I really just need support if I want to do it, because I don't just want to do it and have like 10 views on each video. So yeah, go check out my channel, please sub to me, because I do upload very regularly, and I will take in any points you have about how I can improve. And yeah, don't really have much else to say, so I'll leave you alone now. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.